Talented greatness.
I'm Paul McCallum, CFL kicker, Hall of Famer for 2022, and I'm here on the Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Paul, back to the current day Lions. I know, of course, Vancouver's hosting the Grey Cup coming up in 2024, and the Lions have a pretty good team, but the Lions and many other teams in the West haven't been able to get past the pesky Winnipeg Blue Bombers. What's your take on what the Lions need to do this offseason to get past Winnipeg and get to the Grey Cup that they're hosting?
I mean, there's a few things, I think. I mean, obviously, Vernon's done exceptionally well. I think that he just needs to be a little more consistent, because when he's off, he's off. But not to take anything away from him, and this is just me personally, and I've talked to some other people, and some agree, some disagree, but he is such a competitor, and he works so hard. I mean, he sat across from me in the plane the whole year, and he does nothing but study. And I think that he puts too much pressure on himself and tries too hard, and he ends up trying too hard to a detriment. I think I asked somebody when we were, was it Toronto, when he threw like 6 picks or something like that? Yeah. Here I am thinking to myself, just pull him, because they still, I think it was after the 5th pick, we still could have won. And you've got Dane Evans, who's a really good quarterback as well. And sometimes you just need a bit of a change. And they never did that. Like, you put Dane in whatever, it took a couple snaps and they were pointless and useless. But I think because of his desire so hard to try and win for his teammates and stuff like that, you know what, there's just some days, you know what, I've had them when I'm kicking. I couldn't hit a barn, right? I can't explain it. You just have a bad day. So for me, I think that he needs to be managed a bit differently, in the sense of, when he's struggling, know he's struggling, and help him. Okay, we got someone here. Sit down. You know what? Maybe it's for 2 series. Maybe you're not seeing the game. Maybe you're fighting. I don't know. So I mean, that's one thing. Their running game, I think, nothing against Smoke, but they got to get a bit of a stronger running game. And again, my opinion, Kelly Bates, my buddy, he might not agree with me. He's so passionate, he might get upset with me. But yeah, it's obviously there's always room for improvement. Their receiving core, I mean, they're fun to watch. They really are. I don't know about Lucky, what they're going to be doing with Lucky, but I mean, Terry Williams done a fabulous job on his returns. I'm not sold. I think their punting game can get better. Their punt, I think Flintoff struggled. Wasn't very consistent in his punting. But that being said, he smashes the ball ugly, and it still goes 45 yards. But at the same time, a little bit better direction, because the field is so wide. I think that because they narrowed the hash marks, that the punting and angling and all the rest of it is even more crucial, because you're not kicking it so far away. You should be able to still get it to the sidelines. Defensively, you got to stop the run. I mean, I think they might be a little bit too light in the ass in the middle. They're quick. They're quick on the edges and everything else, but Winnipeg seem to be able to run the ball at will. And I mean, Winnipeg's got a big offensive line, so I think they got to get some more meat in the middle. Defensive backs. We'll see what happens with Lee. We'll see. I mean, he's blew his Achilles And yeah, they got to get somebody to come in for Hatch, I guess, until he's back. Yeah, so we'll see.
Well, you've had a long career and a Hall of Fame career at that. It made for a Hall of Fame episode, so that's pretty awesome. We had a lot to talk about. You should write a book though, because we covered like 100 different stories here. We got a good one. You could do a book.
Oh, I got some more stories, but we'll be here all night.
Yeah. That's the problem. I didn't know how long. I told you originally that we were only going to be about 40 minutes, but.
Well, another thing. Okay, so we've been an hour and a half, and G. Roy Simon's downstairs waiting for me.
Actually?
Oh, geez.
Oh, I had G. Roy on before. That's sweet.
Oh yeah. He was supposed to meet him downstairs. So I'm at my buddy's law office, but he has I'll send you a picture. So he's got a golf simulator in like a private club downstairs, and so G. Roy's come over and my phone's going nuts. They're like, "Where the hell are you?" So yeah, we'll go have something to eat and something to drink downstairs, and they play golf.
Oh, perfect.
Well, apologize to Superman for us.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Now, one thing, Chad, introduce yourself to Paul.
Yeah, hey, Paul, Chad here. I don't know if you guys talked about this, but my dad used to play in the CFL, played for the BC Lions and Saskatchewan Roughriders, so you guys have that in common.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's I knew your dad. Yeah.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he pass away a little while back?
He did, yeah, in 2016.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, my mom passed in 2015, so it's not easy. But yeah, no, I just trying to think here. I think I was in training camp. When did he retire?
90.
In 90.
Yeah.
Like at the end of 90 season?
Yeah, at the end of 90, yeah, you bet.
Trying to think. Maybe I just missed him by a year for training camp.
Yeah.
But Chad, you're also a writer or a newspaper, right?
Yeah.
I used to be a sports and news reporter up here in Kamloops, so I used to cover training camp.
Gotcha.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, but I think I was in practice with him because he was with Flutie and Mark Gastineau in 1990 at the end of the season, and that was the first time I ever was there. I was still playing junior football, and they brought me out to practice the last 2 weeks of the season in 1990. So yeah, I'm not sure. Don't think your dad was the one I saw fighting in practice, but yeah, maybe.
That's for sure.